The rescue raptor, and but first I've been slowly picking up new lights for the workbench. I did the dome type light before. I really don't care for it anymore. I like the more of the flex hose, that way you can actually pull it down and fix it. I bought one at basically Walmart, and this is their version. This has got the, I think, a skinnier flexible hose. Really, I need one that's got a thicker hose. I think they actually hold up better, in my personal opinion. But I'm going to try this out because you just don't know until you buy one, so you can see how it is. But it does clear up a little bit of space, as you can see right through here. It's just not as bulky out. I mean, it's probably about the same length. It just looks different. But anyway, we've been trying to redecorate the workbench, trying to make it much more efficient. But the Raptor, what I've done so far is I'm going to probably take the tape off today. I went back in and vaguely put a wash in there, and I started doing decals on there, putting the computer screens, if you can see in there. And I started doing the inside as well, which I don't know if you can actually see it. One or two like that, and that's man, I tapped it loose. Come on, go back up. There you go. There you go. This is one of the models I need to get done. Needs to get off the workbench, or I'm going to actually destroy it from just touching it. But anyway, I went back in and weathered a bunch of stuff. I took pigments, which Lowe pigments up here. I did that, just kind of a brown and a black mix. Just get the recesses. It kind of makes it look a little worn. Airbrushed a little bit of it's basically a tire black, and I got the panels and I did some streaking on there. If you can see different spots on the Raptor. The bottom, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did the exhaust. Tried to keep, I didn't want to paint the entire exhaust, wanted to keep them orange, but wanted to have a little bit of weathering. Weathered up the landing pads. Need to probably do some silver dry brushing, just get them scratches and scraped up. But just went in and did the thrusters and a few other little places. Just a little more weathering, and I'll be pretty much done with it. For the inside, it's just going to be a little bit of a wash, and I'm going to take a, well, just go to the paint brush drawer. Basically, I'm going to take a brush about maybe that big, and I'm just going to take probably some white paint and just dry brush the highlights, and I may pick out a couple panels, and that'd be about it. But anyway, that's what I'm pretty much going to do on the Raptor. Probably in about a week we can finish this up, and I'll probably go take it to the hobby store, put it in a little display case, see if we can drum up some business going, hey, is there a rescue Raptor in Battlestar? And you know, we like to have the odd stuff there at the hobby shop. The zwilling, I didn't get to paint. I've been, well, you can see the core of the screwdriver. I was actually putting the awning up on the Arc 2, which we'll discuss that later on. But anyway, I didn't get a whole lot to do. One thing I got to point out, and that's the elevation of the gun. I think I did that last time, but it's going to be like that. I can't get it down any further. And when I did, it wanted to droop down, and it fits, but it does not either. And it was just easier to once you got it assembled, just to glue it like that, and that way, I think it's just enough to where, you know, it's elevated. You can tell where the low here. It actually, I couldn't really get it down low enough either, because it had a big gap in the mantlet there, so I had to get it like that, so you can see where it's elevated up. This way, it looks like, you know, it's not totally straight, you know, inactive. It does look like it's also active. But hopefully we'll get some, try to get some paint on it today. That's my game plan. I'm not guarantee it's going to happen, but hopefully it will. Hex marks the spot. Wait, I forgot the Raptor, the figures. This is how I cheaply do figures for cockpits, because once you get, where did Mr. Canopy go? Did it fall off? It did. Where did it fall off to? There you are. See why we have to have a white table? When you put the canopy on, now you know the tape's on there, but it actually, you know, hides out a lot of, you know, the light, so you basically got shadows. So for figures, what I do is I just basically paint all the basic colors, like the vest on the pilot, the helmet, and all that. And then I just started putting washes, and I use the detailer washes. I think they're acrylic wash, and you just get a wet paper towel, just get it damp, and you can start scrubbing away, and just keeps in the recesses. It's just it's a very, very forgiving wash than using paint. And then I'll add probably some more like some black and some grays, and I'll just keep building up the washes till I'm satisfied with it. But that way it just hides all the and see, I don't even paint the back, but it hides all the, you know, just gives you nice good shadows, and then I'll shoot it with some flat, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. And then they will sit all nice and pretty in the Raptor itself. And I don't paint the back. I mean, you ain't going to see it. I mean, I don't, you know, even if I'll tack them with glue to get them to fit, or I may, you know, I haven't decided what I want to do. I want to see how well they fit in there, and once I get the canopy on, because nothing beats having a figure that fell over once you get the canopy on. I've been there and done that. But anyway, trying to get the Raptor pilot painted, trying to get that one painted as well. Hex mark spot, I didn't do nothing. I just basically stared at it, and we'll try to get that a little bit accomplished, hopefully more this week. I like to get that off the workbench too, because I like to go display that at the hobby store. I think that's a unique piece. It should strum up some curiosity and about the model, and a nice display piece for the hobby store. All I gotta do left is put a couple decals on, do some dry brushing, and then base, and probably a little bit of water. It's my game plan, what I would like to do. But anyway, we'll jump that bridge once we get there. But anyway, that's what I have got going on today. We are going to hopefully try to get hex mark spot done, painting some Rescue Raptor pilots, trying to give some love to the Lowe and the Zwilling, and the Rescue Raptor is getting decals. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.